Yo, what's up guys? If you want a shout out or if you just want to support your boy, follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Prince Ohakam. Make sure you hit that like on this video. Lastly, subscribe and turn your post notifications on. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Yo, what's up guys, Prince Charming. We're gonna be checking out a new series, Jaiden Animations. So I actually saw Charmex watch this, you know, the white Prince Charming. Or should I say I'm the black Charmex since he has more subscribers to me. Well, word to Charmex anyways, he's a funny dude, I have no problem with him. But we're gonna be checking out Jaiden Animations. I've heard her on the Auto One Out as well. She's a pretty funny girl, I really like her a lot. Her animations look, it's a different type of animation style. I was gonna say similar, but it's not similar to Odd One Out. It's actually her own different animation style, whatnot. Like she has her own thing. It just gives me the Odd One Out feel, but the animation styles are completely different, guys. Like trust me, like she's doing her thing on this job. So the one we're checking out today is Things That Freak Me Out. So this should be interesting. Charmex reacted to this earlier, and I haven't watched it yet because I just didn't know if I should start reacting to Jaiden Animation. So I guess I should. It looks like it's a pretty interesting video. So don't forget to leave me with a like on this video, subscribe and turn your post notifications on so you never miss a post. Go ahead and comment something that freaks you out. I honestly can't I can't do with insides and blood and gore and like seeing things break, like people breaking their arms. That freaks me out. I just can't do it. But enough of me talking, let's go ahead and check out Jaiden Animations, Things That Freak Me Out. Hope you guys enjoy the video.
You may or may not have picked up on this yet, but I'm not the most confident, brave, whoa, hey, look at me, I'm totally the best.
You see, her animations are nice.
Shy and nervous and self-conscious and a mess. There's a lot of bigger, important things that I worry about, but I'm just gonna talk about the stupid ones that'll probably make you think I'm just dumb. Gotta keep it upbeat and entertaining. I can't be creating swirling vortexes of existential crisis and self-doubt. Yeah, judge me if you want, but I mean, I can't help but be pointlessly freaked out about these things. I'm sure you've got your weird triggers too. Loud flushing toilets. I can't remember a single moment of my life where I haven't been scared of loud flushing toilets. It's just the fact that, especially if you're in a stall, you're locked in this tiny space with this solitary, isolated toilet bowl, and it's always a gamble. Some toilets are really nice and quiet, and they just go... It's the freaking biggest relief of my day when I think a toilet's gonna pull some ungodly sound out of nowhere, but it turns out to be practically silent.
Okay, so my thing about the toilets is I have the biggest issues with the automatic flushing toilets, like the ones that automatically know when you're sitting down or standing up. Because half the time you're not even done doing your business and then it flushes for you. So now you still have to be there and people are like, ugh, he has to take 3 flushes? How bad is it? Like, bro, until I get up, do not flush for me. You know, I don't care about courtesy flushes. I don't care if people can smell, ugh, that's so disgusting.
I get overwhelmingly happy. Probably too much to be considered normal anymore. But then there's the ones you flush, and all of a sudden you've just released Satan himself and 1,000 tortured souls from the fiery pits of hell. Just... I go
that dog is smart.
Breakdown stage. I can't even move. Have you ever seen the videos of like goats or some other animal where they just freeze and fumble over if they get startled? That's me. But I don't fall down. If I'm in a house where there's a bunch of extra room in the bathroom, I get as far away from it as possible, immediately. But again, if I'm in a stall, I have to end up just pressing myself against the door as much as I can and wait for it to end. Jaiden, you bimbo, if you're so terrified, why don't you just...
Damn, bimbo!
Well, good sir, have you ever noticed that bathroom stalls tend to mainly open inwards? That means in order to leave, you gotta step closer to the toilet. No thank you. They do open inward. You're right, you're right. Just be a frozen victim for 10 seconds. Why do factories even make loud flushing toilets anymore? Just make them all quiet. Please? I'm getting tired of pressing that dumb button.
I like Jaiden, bro. She's funny.
Start screeching at me at the same time. Slowly falling into insanity. Speaking of bathrooms, you know those public hand dryer things? The ones where you have to stick your
I hate those! You always touch these!
I can't do those. I have this image in my head where I put my hands in and then some cyborg future handcuffs lock onto my wrists and I get kidnapped by a hand dryer. Like an evil bathroom transformer waiting for its next human victim. Well, too bad, you dumb hand dryer. You can't fool me.
My thing about those is I feel like they're not sanitary. sanitary. Like, they probably are super sanitary, but you have such a small opening, you always end up touching it, and you're like, I just feel dirty again. For me, I'm just going to continue using paper towels. I know it's bad for the environment, and we probably should stop. We probably should all use air dryers or blow dryers, but hey, what you going to do?
And speaking of hands, I'm just on a roll with these transitions today. I'm self-conscious of them. No, I'm not just afraid of hands in general. That's
Your hands?
Chirophobia.
All this
I
ice?
looked that up. I have this dumb thing where my hands are always cold. Not just like, oh, your hands are a bit cold. They're frigid. It's so bad that I'm actually very nervous about shaking people's hands or giving high fives.
Mine are like that too.
So cold. Whenever you meet someone new,
Not gonna lie.
you normally shake their hand. Well, I don't want to shake their hand if their first impression of me is going to be, hi, I'm Jaiden. Boom, I'm secretly an ice witch, and you've just been cursed with the power of 1,000,000 ice cubes. I thought instead of shaking hands, we just do finger guns. I like that idea much better. Like,
Oh no,
in
we're
that
gonna get demonetized for
situation where you have
that.
to say bye to someone, and it's like, well, shoot, am I supposed to shake their
Should we
hand
get your
or hug
fawns?
them or whatever other confusing goodbye motion? Just do finger guns. Less confusion.
We're not
And
fawns.
contact. I'm sure the mysophobes can agree with me on that one. And with high fives, normally it's not that bad, but I still try to minimize it to the least amount of physical contact as I can. Someone goes, high five, and I just smack their hand as fast as possible.
Yeah, I'm not big on shaking hands or sharing germs because I do know that people they real talk go into the bathroom and do not wash their hands. I used to work at a baseball park, and I'm not saying it's only these people, but you know the type of people who play baseball. They tend to go in there with a full pitcher of beer in their hands, do their business, and not wash their hands and walk out continuously drinking the beer. If that's not disgusting, I don't know. Like I'm saying, I'm not saying it's a group of people, but I only saw it at a baseball park, and you know who plays baseball.
Weird and noticeable sometimes, but trust me, I'm doing you a favor. What else can I be stressed about? Time limits in video games.
Oh,
The
yes.
less amount of time, the worse it is. I just can't stand the feeling of a constant, you better hurry up and complete your mission, you only have a limited amount of thinking time, every action you do that has no impact on furthering your path is a mistake, you're doing everything wrong and your inevitable punishment is steadily approaching.
Bro, I like her
Mario.
animations.
I mean, it doesn't affect me too much because the timer is up in the corner and not in your face like some games, and there's typically a lot of time, but as soon as that music gets faster, oh boy, everything just got intense. Oh, I'm in trouble now. Time to sprint. No time to look for secrets or nothing. I'm about to have an
Bro, her animations are so creative.
Time limit.
I love this.
Think about it. Back when I was a kid, I had this Game Boy Advance SpongeBob game, and for the second level, you had to get SpongeBob to the top of Sandy's treehouse by hopping up branch platforms. But the thing was, there were bird baths scattered around, and you only had a limited amount of time to get to the next bath before SpongeBob dried out. I was so
that's
scared of running out
scary.
of time, I never got past the level. I stood at the bottom, just sitting in the bath, occasionally stepping out, only to get extremely panicked to see the time start ticking down and hop back in. I really want to play that game again.
This girl has
I've gotten
anxiety
better at
problems.
Video games since then, and I kind of want to experience the other 95% of that game.
Okay, so this is probably gonna be my last pause, but time limits on video games, I gotta agree, and I'm not even that big of a gamer. If you're telling me to do a task in under 3 minutes, and then especially if you want to throw in menial tasks that have nothing to do with the object or the task at hand, and you just want to waste people's times on purposely, I'm gonna switch that game off. I remember I had to play Skyward Sword Zelda, and there's like a time limit portion where you have to like swim around and catch things. Still have never beaten that game because of that level.
So
Telling you, I'll turn it off.
I have zero self-control when it comes to video games and nostalgia. I went out and I bought the game.
Oh, she
I
bought the game.
because I wanted to play the level and prove to you that I can beat it.
Oh, I
So,
love her so
yeah,
much.
I'm just gonna.
She's so adorable. I
have
love
my
her.
Game Boy, and I'm gonna play the level. Look at this nostalgia.
She bought a Game Boy,
I played this
like you couldn't just get a ROM on your computer
at
in an
least-
emulator.
Oh
I feel
my
like I
God.
played this game
What
though.
am I doing? This is one of those games where it didn't even save your progress.
I definitely played this game.
Oh my god, the pressure's on actually. Look at this. It only
I
takes
played
2
this.
seconds. What the heck? That's pressure at the max.
All right, come on, Jaiden, you got this. You got this, girl.
And then you get like the spatulas.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Jump.
Hey,
Ju-
it's Ari.
There you go.
Thanks, Ari.
You see, you got
Gaming
it.
channel.
Plenty of time.
Gaming channel status. Oh no!
Yeah, you're
Just
not gonna make
kidding.
it.
And
hand. Alright, see?
You see?
Dang.
You see? There you go. There you
I don't know what
go.
my problem is here. I've just never liked it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Hot and Cold is a game where you try to find something based on audio hints other players give you. Cold means you're farther away, hot means you're getting closer. So basically, you're walking around aimlessly while other people are screaming at you.
And they can mess
That's
around
how my
with
mind
you.
interprets it anyway. I
Lying.
can't cope with the constant input from people based on my every action, and it gets worse when I'm getting closer. With every step, people are getting more and more intense at me, and I feel like something's just gonna pop up out of nowhere and stab me. You're getting warmer. You're hot. You're steaming. You're on fire.
You bad!
Volcano! Stop! You're freaking me out! I can't handle all this intensity. I just want to run away back to the cold area. It's calm over there.
Oh, she definitely has anxiety
Last one I'll talk
problems.
about here. Before YouTube, and even since I was a kid, I've always been self-conscious about my voice, but for different reasons.
Okay, I have to pause it just for this one. My voice. I don't like talking about this a lot, but I'm very self-conscious about my voice too. I do not like my voice. I just absolutely hate it. If there's a way I could change my voice, honestly, I would change it. Like, I got made fun of it as a kid. I'm just very... It's not something that should bother me, really. If you really think about it, it's just... Golly, I'm a 6'3", big, black, buff dude with a voice of a 14-year-old. It doesn't make sense.
When I was young, somehow I started believing, wow, my voice is really low compared to other girls. People are gonna think I'm a boy. That one didn't make too much sense. I don't know how I
Mine's
came to that
high-pitched.
conclusion. I don't believe that one anymore. But recently
think
it's
I'm
been more
gay.
of, my voice is
Well,
weird
I'm the
and awkward
straightest
and
person
mumbly,
ever.
and I don't like it.
I'll
I'm really
smash
reserved,
your mom.
so I think since I never did
Sister.
much talking, my voice wasn't able to develop as much.
Aunt,
and get
grandma,
as strong
daughter,
as it could
anybody.
be. It's funny, when I first started making videos, when I had to sit down and record, which back then only took like 15 minutes, which like, I wish it only took 15 minutes to record audio now. But even after those recording sessions, my throat would hurt and end up being really sore because I wasn't used to talking that much for that long. It was kind of pathetic. But now it takes literally 6 hours to get my audio done, so I've come a long way.
6 hours?
Swing back and forth between being self-conscious and just being
She
okay
spends
with
time
my
on
voice
her
because I
videos?
still think it's a bit too mumbly and weird. But I've been reading some comments like, oh, Jaiden, I really like your voice. Which, I mean, thank you. But I don't really see it. But if you enjoy it, then I'm glad. My vocal cords say thank you. Thank you.
So that was it for that video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. Wow, I really enjoyed Jaiden Animation. This is a great YouTuber. I love this animation. It was funny, and it was very exciting. It was a new style. I really loved it. For example, she used They're So Relatable, and she actually bought the SpongeBob game years later and played it on camera just to show y'all that she can beat it, that she take dubs. So yeah, this is probably going to be a series on the channel. This was a very funny video. I really liked it. Things that freak me out, and I loved how I was able to relate to a lot of it. But don't forget to hit me with a like, subscribe, and comment on this video if you want to reply from yours truly, Prince Charming. My name is Prince Ohakam. Stay charming, my friends.